But Crazy Yoko Extra Large works for Avi's wares and despairs and is tired of so many people defecting Yoko's items of fortune that she burns it down. Huh. Luckily, Ningguang, who works there, why do you do that, Ningguang? I tried to get you to C6 for so long, and this is the betrayal you give me, huh? Okay. Good day, good people. It is another fine day of the year of the Zenith Toon Link Day of Anomaly, the Anomalacars. If you know me as the man who's drinking some water. Cause your hydration is important. But to most of the United States, welcome back to another phenomenal episode of the... That's not right, of the... There we go. I'm not used to, in my mind, I was like, gotta get used to this version of my soundboard, and I was like, oh, I can go back to the other one. Great. It's tag team action. It is time to meet the teams for the Hunger Games Season 11 action. And we reveal the gimmick. As you can see, there's B's and there's R's next to every single team's name. What does that mean? What does that mean? We'll find out very shortly, but first, let's introduce all the teams that are here this season. We're starting with the champions. They won it all. They won it all. In that tag team premiere, Kokichi and Claude stay together. Grand scheme. The Mets are right behind them as your tag team agents of chaos. I have to spin the wheel. Goodness gracious. Headphone vibing is there. Masaru and Neku. As I go over here to get the wheel because I had not anticipated it for some reason, Brute Force is here as well. They're back this season. Sakura, Tinko, and Monomore likely the last time Shorty sleepover. Himiko, Kana, Crazy Yoko, do you remember is here as well. Ryoko, Bike, Fret, the Bob Squad, and what will probably be their last season as well. Unless they win, you know. It's a possibility. Chie, Mahiru, Leone, watching the world burn. They lost Daddy. And last season, Monokuma and the End were left to their own vices. They needed someone else who wanted to watch the world burn. And that left us with the man who literally cannot get enough of the hot intensity. Shiba joins watching the world burn. Mama and Daddy return as well, says Seeking Justice. Taka, George, and Dojima. Friendly Fisticuffs, Great Gozu, Kuramada, and Ito come back as well. And United We Fall want to stand together and win this thing. Please. Unhealthy Obsession sees a little bit of a switch around. Corey in the house and Kanon team up once again. In the past, they did not have success together. But with Tharja perhaps keeping them in check, maybe as unhealthy obsessions, they can make things happen. Pinky and the Brain was such a good concept. It could not just be here for one season. One is a genius, the other's insane. One is my employee of the month, and one is a master of the dark arts. Pinky and the Brain, they're going places. Manga mayhem, they were dominant last season. They want to be dominant this coming season as well. Komaru, Hifumi, Samugi. Offspring of Chaos. They triggered me, but hey, I do love them. I gotta say, Gundam, Fischl, Owain, and as we keep going, Beauty Sleep, Chiaki, Ganyu, former champions, staying together one more season. Sugar Daddies as well. Izuyoi, Gaius, Karia. Concealed Blades, Sayaka, Kai, and Edelgard team up one more again, as well as the Royal Shepherds. Sonya and Crom. Unhinged Commanders, Munakata, Dimitri, and Haiji. And the first of our new teams, Kyoko, the Raiden Shogun, and Shinhua, Broken Braids, are here as well. Final Gambit, Lost Makoto announced Taichi and Yosuke with their backs against the wall. Retirement Home still sees Tengen, Tenmyoji, and Hisano, the Himbros still hanging out strong. Hiro, Kanji, and Beat. The Mathletes have lost a member as well. Yasuke and Quark try to math on together. Anthropology, Aiko, Iris, and Shoko remain. And now we go to all new teams. I told you I was gonna put him on a trial. I came to the realization that there are only 2 members of the squad who have never held gold, Miss Celeste and Sir Pennyworth Fuyuhiko. A challenge for you. You somehow, someway give them both gold? If this team comes out as tag team champions at some point, this season, and this season alone, Fuyuhiko, you're in. It's gonna be tough, but you did it last season for Maki. Do it for them, and I have no choice but to accept you into the squad. Accident prone. Mikon, Sumiya, and Felicia. This needs no explanation. It came together. It was a requested team, and I was like, we gotta give it to him for at least one season. Alice in Wonderland. Alice is here, as well as a little bit of magic from Usami to make it Wonderland, but is it all a dream? Boss will be stepping into it. Because, you know, Alice was, you know, Alice in Wonderland, she was like, was it all a dream? Yeah, no, that's not, that's... I think this is the second time. I'm pretty sure Alice said the same thing, but I'm pretty sure this is the second time that, I've been thinking of the Wizard of Oz when referencing Alice in Wonderland. Same thing though, same thing. In this dreamscape in Alice's Wonderland, Boss is here to make it a reality. Live to serve Karumi and Noelle, living to serve, but Ryoma's gonna serve you in tennis as well. The Detectives. We got Keiji, Shuichi, and Lycorn here to solve the mystery of how to win gold in the Danganronpa Hunger Games. Speak No Evil, a team that we saw in preseason 2 seasons ago, I believe. Seiko, Maya, and Rendo are here to try to win the titles. Voice of the Voiceless, another team that I really liked, but couldn't do because Angie won the titles. Voice of the Voiceless, they are here finally together, Tiki and Angie. Pancake Palooza, Mondo, our current pancake champion Sato, and Maple. There's no need to explain. They've seen Glory in pancake action, they want Glory in tag team action. Sato's already seen it, Mondo's already seen it. They're gonna try and help Maple see it too. See the ways that she can be her best self. Nothing to report. We saw, like, I told y'all that he was coming back. Chisa's here, leading Gatekeeper and Mr. H. Gatekeeper, my guy. That's my ride or die team. I'm saying it right now. Don't forget it. Trapper and Trappy, we also saw this preseason. Nagito and Setsuna. Will Setsuna get trapped? I highly expect it to happen every episode. Titty Typhoon. It's here. Ibuki, Mew, and Limai. I was like, maybe we shouldn't, but then I was like, you know what? It's a good team. Fashion forward, these 2 fashionistas, Junko and Shiki, are going to make sure that they win those titles and win them in style. Rock, paper, scissors. Shinyan's rockin', Now's got that paper to draw, and of course Genocide Jack's got those scissors book club. Toko, Shincho, Yaimiko. No, look, it's just, it explains itself, it works itself out, it's brilliant. There it is. The Bug Hunters, Chihiro, Gonta, and So. Both physical bugs as Gonta, big bug lover, but also technological, you know, bugs in code, Chihiro, and So. Minami Maru, one of my grander slip of the tongues, Minamimoto, Nekamaru, and Minimaru. It's a thing. It's happened. Baked in Blood, Ruruka, Mai, and Reina. All 3 excellent bakers. All 3 have blood on their hands. Well-traveled, Rantaro, Aether, and Paimon. Rantaro, he's traveled all across the lands, and now he's got the Traveler, as well as his tour guide, Samurai Woman, Peko, and Sarah. This makes sense. Sarah is the Samurai Woman, and hey, so is Peko, if we're being completely honest. The Daring Devotees. Kazuichi, Oda, and Ranmaru, all willing to do some serious things for the women that they are crazy about. They are the Daring Devotees, Ultimate Hopes. Makoto and Azura. They are just legitimately the Ultimate Hopes. What can I expect? Will they? And neither of them have held gold will hope outshine their despair this season, one with nature. Originally, Kazuha wasn't on this team. I had somebody else on this team. And then I remembered, Kazuha literally says one with nature, so it would be a crime not to put him on this team. Daisaku, Kazuha, and Turnip Boy. Shield. Sierra Hotel, India Echo Lima Delta Shield. Juzo, Kizakura, Mishima, all shielding a specific person would do anything, even sacrifice their lives for them. Which all of them actually kinda did. Juzo, Kizakura, and Mishima legwork. Which is a pretty unique team. A really unique team, because you might not know about Yui, but she's got some strong legs. And Danganronpa Kirigiri, Yui's got some strong legs. Excellent jumping capability. She was almost drafted to Hope's Peak as the super high school level jumper or something of that nature for her leg power, and she was like, nah, I'm good, I'm detectiving. Akane is here because, we've seen her strong legs. And Yuta, I seen that man swim. I also saw him blow up, but I saw him swim. That man's got some strong legs. Romance is dead. Maki, Joe, Kaie, Day. All of them had their romance suddenly ended due to, somebody, either themselves or the person they care about perishing. Unfortunate. Magic Carpet Ride. Hajime, Yukiko, and Takamichi. Hajime's bringing the magic. I'll tell you what, the ultimate, he's not really the ultimate wizard, but in my book, that man's is the ultimate wizard. Takamichi's bringing the ride, and Yukiko, you know what, there's carpets in the Yamagi Inn. They got rugs, and I was like, who can bring rugs to this team? Yukiko can. They're going to be riding their way to victory. Soldier of Fortune is actually the name, or a nickname rather, that you would call a mercenary. A soldier of fortune. Mukuro, Shamir. Oh, they fit the bill. Naoto, Arcana, Fortune. Oh, it works. Dance Break. Crazy Yoko Extra Large, Reiko, and Inago. Crazy Yoko and Extra Large and Inago, oh, they're gonna be dancing like crazy, and Reiko's gonna help them rock out something in the water. Hina, Beidou, Azura. Well, they're all very water related. It just makes sense, doesn't it? It just fits. It just fits, don't it? Lacking compassion. Monica, Ranger. Monica and Ranger. The name speaks for itself. Ranger literally has no compassion, no positive human emotions. And Monica, you know what? If she had a little bit more compassion growing up, she probably wouldn't have ended up the way that she did. New era. It's a new era here. Kibo brings about a new era for Danganronpa, ending the killing games supposedly forever. Fat Togami bring about a new era in his existence when he tells everyone who he is. And then Marie, her Arcana, once again, I was kind of just looking up the Persona characters and their Arcanas, and I was like, you know what? That works. Her Arcana is the Eon era, which is just like a new era, and it just fits. It just fits so perfectly. Boom and Gloom. We got the Gloom in Jotaro, but we got the Boom in Klee. Deep fried chicken. You saw it in preseason, and now they are here officially. Teru and La Signora. Promotion pending. Natsumi wants to be promoted from just regular Hope's Peak student to the ultimate little sister, I believe. And Uzuki, look. She's always looking out for this promotion. She's always looking out for that next step. Sudden Slumber, Leon, and Sayu. Leon, if you didn't know, often when he's feeling down, when he's feeling sad, he just takes naps. Uninspired, he takes naps. He's a big napper. That's something you might not know about Leon. It's in his support scenes. Not support scenes, that's Fire Emblem. In his friendship scenes. In school mode. Sayu. I don't need to go on about this. She's if she were in Danganronpa, she might be the ultimate sleeper. And affluent progeny. I love it. I love it. First of all, you're probably saying, whoa, did you misspell progeny? Oh, I spelled it right, alright. There's Jin right in there. There's Jin right in there now. Affluent progeny sees the rich Togami, the rich Ningguang, and now Jin's in there for the progeny. Let's go to Season 11 Tag Team Action. And as you were going through, you probably saw there's a bunch of... Also, this was just RNG as to who got which letters. rather for blue team and red team because we're splitting up everybody. Oh yeah, it is. And it's the reason why you didn't see the brackets last week. It is red versus blue. Or, whatever you guys name the teams, there's red team, and then there's blue team. You see everybody split here, and they are on their respective teams. The Danganronpa characters specifically will also be on their respective teams. Like, if you take, for example, Togami's on blue team with his tag team, but he's also on blue team in singles action. It is red versus blue. First place, 5 points for their team. Second place, 3 points for their team. Third place, 1 point for their team. At the end of the season, there will be a team free-for-all for the winning team only. Everyone a part of the winning team will go into one more episode, and the highest competitor for singles action will move on to the singles finale for their team. The highest competitor for tag team action will go to tag team action for their team. That's not already in at that point. And then, what'll also be interesting, your OCs will also be drafted to blue and red team, RNG style. What will happen? How will it happen? I'm not sure, but it'll be pretty cool. It's all about the points this season. It's all about the points. And there is the caveat, the thing that could change everything when the championship is on the line. Instead of first place getting 5 points, first place gets 10 points for their team. So depending on how many times Chaos reigns, it could either even things out or have someone take a tremendous lead. So tell me, first of all, which of these new teams is your favorite? Who is your tag team ride or die? I already told you guys there's nothing to report for me. No, not a prediction, not a spoiler, but also tell me, based on how these teams are split up right now, which team are you repping? Are you on blue team or are you on red team? But those are just the teams right now. What do you think those teams should be called? If you have a fantastic name for the blue and red team, make them in the comments. Make them in the comments, because now those comments are of the utmost importance. Your suggestion could name the team for the rest of the season. Or I might just come up with the names myself. We'll have to wait and see. I'm excited for this though. And first of all, there is one more thing that we should do. Since the champions and the agents of chaos are in play, I think it's time for the first spin of the season. I think it's time for the first spin of the... Why is that a... Well, the app updated. So there's just a 3, 2, 1... There's just a emoji there, and it's funny because I love that emoji. I love that one, the clap, and then there's like 2 other ones that I use all the time. However, it is Tag Team Agents of Chaos. The Mets are going to try and make Chaos reign against Grand Scheme. Let's spin this wheel in 3, 2, 1. Let's see. 5% chance the Grand Scheme is forced to defend the titles against every single team in championship action this season. Will it happen? It will not happen. One of these days is going to hit and meet the teams, and it's going to be extremely hype. And I'm so excited for that to happen. But it didn't today. Instead, you guys get to make your regular picks. Who are you rooting for? First, second, and third, who's your tag team ride or die? And then tell me, are you team blue or team red? Tell me that right here, right now. Ooh, also in Orteal, there will probably be a third slot that'll be like, oh yeah, red team, or oh yeah, blue team. I'm excited for that. Tell me, who do you got? First, second, third. I'll tell you as well. I gotta tell you, my tag team ride or dies, nothing to report. Chisa, Mr. H, and the man, the legend, Gatekeeper. For second, I really like Soldier of Fortune. I learned that Soldier of Fortune was the name for a mercenary, and I was like, you know what? I vibe with that, and I like all 3 of the characters in that team a lot. I'll be completely honest. And Something in the Water, I just really love the name. I love the name for Something in the Water. I put those 2 together, and I was like, we're gonna call it Water Something, and I was like, oh, Something in the Water. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, it's perfect. It's money. Those are my top, or not my top 3 teams, the 3 teams that I would like to see win today. However, it is all about the points this season. And seeing which team, overarching team, red team or blue team, which you guys name in the comments, and I will pick your best names. Let me know. I'm sticking, and before I stick with a certain team, let me see what team Sayaka's on again. Which team is that? Which team is that girl on? She's on red team? Ooh, but my tag team ride or dies are on red team. Noel's on blue team. Dang, this is kind of tricky. Huh. Junko's on red team. A lot of my squad is on red team too. Maki's on blue team. Dang. Huh, they really split. That RNG did not do me good. Did not do me a good justice. Jack's on blue team. Do you remember's on blue team? The Agents of Chaos are on red team. Man, I will say it's a really good split. It's a good split. But for the trial, I think, I have to go for blue team. Because I'll be frank, I'm rooting for Fuyuhiko. I am. I'm rooting for him to join the squad. However, this intro's been long enough. It sure enough has. I think it's time to get into this action, and it's time to proceed. But there's only one way to do that. And that is to... You really gonna do this, Asnir? Really? Just... This is the second time. I know, look. It's funny, my guy. Arr. You want me to put on the pirate hat, huh? You're trying to bring back my lost memories. I remember fondly. I didn't lose those memories. You want me to be Captain Evie, Scourge of the 17 Seas? No. No, those days are over. It's not gonna happen. First the eye patch, then the hat. What else are you gonna... Man. Don't mind him. He's crazy. You're crazy. I'm crazy. But so is, you know who's the most crazy? Crazy Yoko. Extra large? Extra large. Let's get one more roll. We're resimulating a whole 6 times for tag team action to really start. Not 1 time. Not 2 times. Not 3, not 4, not even 5 times. However, for what could be a long game with every single competitor, 63 teams, I believe? Toss up? That sounds about right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're resimulating for the first time with some of these teams 6 times. Are you ready? I sure hope so. Let's go on. Let's get things rolling as we proceed. As the tribute stand on their podiums, the horns they are sounding for the first time. Horn Bears. Aw dang, the Horn Bears aren't together this season. But they're still together sounding. The horns. Let's get this show on the road. Ningguang runs away from the cornucopia. Kaede opens a pack of gum as she enters the arena. Ito, Yui, and Aiko suddenly appear from nowhere and ask for a piece. Inigo and the Raiden Shogun compare knives that they found in the supplies. Shamir comes in with a spoon and gets laughed at. That seems un-Shamir-like. Backed by unpopular demand Marie. I love Marie. Leone grabs a jar of fishing bait while Fischl grabs the fishing gear. Shinyan runs away from the cornucopia. The gatekeeper finds a tuba in the cornucopia. He plays it gloriously until an enraged Sato rushes in and kills him. I'm sorry, gatekeeper. I'm sorry. That's probably my bad. Because I was like, ride or die, and then you die. Huh. I hate that. Sure enough, too. Mitarai and Sarah grab as many supplies as possible in case a 1 was rolled today. 6 ones were rolled today. Togami runs away, as does Leon, as does Hifumi, but the inn cries in despair, accomplishing nothing. Mew enters the game feeling a little under the weather, so Sumi and Mahiru can comfort her, offer to take care of her this game. Haiji runs away. Jin and Maki decide to have a competition on how many Komodo dragons they can kill this game. I hope it's plenty of you two. Iris grabs as many weapons as possible in case a 1 was rolled. Alice runs away from the cornucopia. Munakata finds an invitation to the... You know what? You sure do. Where's my pin? I have the list, but where's my pin? I just had it. I literally just had it like not even 10 minutes ago. Here's another pin. Goodness gracious. Do you guys remember when I asked you guys to tell me to buy some pins and I actually bought pins? I bought one of the biggest packs of pins that I could find. So now there's just pins all over the place. I have no idea where they are. There's still a lot in the box over there, but I'm like, I don't need to open the box and find more. I know that there's some around here. Munakata, World Pancake Championship. You're in. Congratulations. You got it. Izuru runs away from the cornucopia. Ganyu spins around with a machete and triple beheads Felicia, Kibo, and Kyoko. Ganyu's like, I want those titles back. Shoka's been dilling and dallying on an essay that's due by the end of the episode. Now they have to work on it while also trying not to get killed. Shiba, Naoto, and Kizakura assist each other in getting the best of weapons. Neku runs away from the cornucopia. Fuyiko finds a turtle inside of the cornucopia, brings it along for the games. Laiko comes to the arena to capture a dangerous killer that's escaped from the insane asylum. Tinko is the elusive Option 11. Claude kills Kanji for his supply. Celeste finds a wizard robe, puts it on. Hajime's not gonna like that. A sudden urge of dread overcomes Owain as they notice Hiro staring at him. Kai watches with envy as Gaius and Tiki kiss before leaving the cornucopia. Gaius? How dare you? Kaito begins working on a plan to overthrow Monokuma. Kyutaro and Keiji recognize each other and put their trust in one another. Lumine grabs a backpack. Karia and Reina fight Masaru and Yukiko. Karia and Reina survive. I can't blame that result. They're terrifying, those two. They are. And strong. Fatsugami takes a shuckle from inside of the cornucopia. Oda, Yasuke, and Tritagili agreed to kill each other last. Komaru bashes Ranmaru's head against a rock several times. For your first time in a seasonal action? So that's rough, buddy. Usami runs away from the cornucopia. Ibuki opens a pack of gum. Shiki, Mikan, and Bike, they're like, oh, I hope you're willing to share. Ranger and Minamimoto immediately become friends, surprisingly enough. Didn't think you liked humans. But hey, Noel finds a teleporter and teleports to the despair dimension. I'ma fish you out of there, I promise you, Noel. Ryoko's been dealing and dallying. She's got an essay due as well. Maybe you might want to team up with Shoka. Now and Reiko make a suicide pact, but Tengen manages to kill them both before they can go through with it. Setsuna uses a shovel to kill and bury Kori. She was making a trap. Court kills Boss with a hatchet. Makoto is also dealing and dallying. These essays, you guys gotta finish them. Joe enters the games feeling a little under the weather, so Kokichi and Mishima take care of him this game. Maya plays all of the instruments, including her own, at once. It's so beautiful that her partners, the Horn Bears, just let her play all of their instruments. She was like, oh, good band practice, good band practice. Kazuha finds, it's the first time the Horn Bear has picked up one of these. Kazuha finds Izio's corpse in the cornucopia, that's unfortunate. Haji... Hey, he's not gonna be mad at you because he found his own! Let's go, Hajime! Let's go! Hajime's got that wizard robe, he's the ultimate wizard, he's about to go on that magic carpet ride even though... Are two of his partners dead? That's a future us problem. Izuki grabs as many weapons as humanly possible. Kanon and Dimitri, they're like, we'll kill each other last. Midori, Natsumi, Sonya arrive to the games late, penalized 50 luck as a result. Yuta gets a kitchen knife. Azura takes a handful of throwing knives. Pekko enters the arena being skydive, and Taka watches with envy as Miko and Aether kiss before leaving the cornucopia. Scandalous. Darja and Rindel fight Crazy Yoko and Crom. Crazy Yoko and Crom actually survive. Crom's pretty cracked, that's fair. Edelgard runs away from the cornucopia. Hisano runs away as well. Mr. H grabs a chainsaw. That man's just crazy. Mizuki runs away from the cornucopia. Jotaro investigates with Tin Miyoji, but secretly kills So during the investigation. Shincho refuses to believe that any of this is real. Dojima runs away from the cornucopia. Crazy Yoko Extra Large repeatedly stabs Haruka. Oh my goodness. Saki grabs a honey glazed ham. Genocide Jack runs away from the cornucopia. Mini Maru cannot handle the circumstances and he's out of this game. Daisaku, Mana, Chisa all run away from the cornucopia. Gonta finds a canteen full of water. Beto and Hina fall in love at first sight despite the circumstances. That's a good team right there. That's teamwork and love. You know what's not teamwork and love? Samugi strangling Monika with a rope. Nakamaru and Chihiro wrestle over a bag. La Senora comes and throws pockets into the both of them, allowing her to snatch the bag with ease. At least she didn't burn them to a crisp. Shuichi and Maple fight Kazuichi and Taichi. Kazuichi and Taichi actually survive. Kurumada finds a torn photo of the world pancake champion with the word friend scribbled on the back. Great Gozu and Kurumi engage in a friendly knife fight. Gundam and Angie make a secret pact to work together. Nane Achiaki runs away from the cornucopia. Katoko realizes that dying doesn't mean anything in this endless cycle of despair, so she's living it up this game. Kana and Ryoma engage in a brutal, bare-knuckle brawl. It's one of those vicious fights of their lives, with each bone-shattering punch threatening to kill. After hours and hours of exchanging blows, it finally ends with Ryoma snapping Kana's neck. Rest in peace to Kana. That was the shortest fight that I've ever seen. It was a long fight, but they're both short. Pennywise gets down on one knee and proposes to Shinhwa. Shinhwa accepts, and the two happily skip away from the cornucopia. Yosuke and Nagisa immediately become friends. Monokuma runs away from the cornucopia. Teru runs away as well. Mukuro opens a pack of gum as well. Toko, Juzo, Sakura, they want that piece of gum. Chie stays in the cornucopia for supplies, resources in fact. Paimon and Nagito fight for a bag. Paimon gives up and retreats. Fret finds a teleporter to the despair dimension. I'ma fish him out too. No, that's my girl, Fret. That's my guy. Akane smashes Sayu across the face with a brick. She just shrugs it off and takes a nap. Seiko convinces Himiko, Rantaro, Klee, Turnip Boy, and Momo to boycott the killing games. Mondo smashes George across the face with a brick, but he shrugs off the blow. Takamichi receives a trident from inside the cornucopia. Chiaki finds a huge rocket launcher. Beat tries to explain that he's not supposed to be here, that this is a mistake. And Junko stabs Mai with a tree branch. That is a whole lot for the bloodbath, but we still got a day to get through. And a whole lot of tributes. But Crazy Yoko Extra Large works for Avi's wares and despairs and is tired of so many people defecting to Yoko's items of fortune that she burns it down. Huh. Luckily, Ningguang, who works there, why do you do that, Ningguang? I tried to get you to C6 for so long, and this is the betrayal you give me, huh? Okay. Love that. Leon constructs a shack. Hifumi receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Mikon discovers a cave. The Inn runs over the edge of a cliff while trying to escape Claude and plummets to his doom. Demetri sets up an ice cream shack. Nobody comes. Tengen puts on cat ears on Yosuke. So cute that it kills you. Tengen, oh my gosh! Tiki kills Shinha with her own weapon. Dojima hates how he acted in the past, disgusted by what he did in the past. He wants to move past this phase of his life and actively become a better person. Fuiko drinks cactus juice and starts to hallucinate. Nane Achiaki, Sumiya, Yui, Crazy Yoko, and they raid Samugi's camp. While she's hunting, they were like, she's got secrets in here, she's a former champion. Karia is working on an ad that will appear in the next episode of the Danganronpa Hunger Games. Natsumi gives Chihiro her blessing to marry Kaede. Chihiro and Kaede have no idea what the heck she's on about. Daisaku receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Klee, Nekamaru, Genocide Jack, Maki, and Haiji look for more people to kill. Mondo finds the remains of a Viking ship. Brett teaches Rantaro some fighting moves. Little does he know that Rantaro's teaching... he's teaching, little does Rantaro know that Fred is teaching him wrong. As a joke. Words, I promise, I can say them. Shinyan, Celeste, she asks her, do you think I'm some sort of clown? Celeste shrugs and says, oh, maybe. Once again, Celeste just shrugging and saying maybe? That feels right. Laiko sets up an ice cream shack, and Makoto comes and buys some. It was delicious. Noelle searches for firewood. Karumi, Kotoko, Taichi hold an intervention for my pancake addiction. Look. Don't care. Didn't ask. Plus ratio. I'm out of here. La Senora is full of it. What is it, you may ask? Death. Well, yeah. Inigo, Miko, Owen, and Naoto talk about their hobbies. Kisagura is trying to overthrow AV, fails miserably but survives thanks to Taka. Pekko receives a hedge from an unknown sponsor. Beat sets up an ice cream stand. Shoka joins as his faithful assistant. I mean, they've worked together in the past. Mama thinks AV has an addiction to getting new addictions. I mean, maybe if you say so, Mama. Ibuki steals a tray of Toko's freshly baked cookies. Kitaro tends to Kurumada's wounds. Gonta throws a knife into Gaius' head. Ranger, Hajime, and Lumine get into a fight. Hajime triumphantly kills the both of them. Ganyu panders to the audience. Sayaka, Aether, Kazuichi hold an intervention for my pancake addiction. However, they're all entirely confused on what one of those is, and they buy me a bunch of pancakes instead, further enabling my love for pancakes. That's a misnomer. Addiction is just wrong. But they do. Ooh, Sayaka in the World Pancake Championship match, huh? Aether, I'm glad to have you. Kazuichi, good to see you too, however, Thanks for the pancakes, Sayaka? Official Azura Seiko do the torture dance whilst torturing Tenko. Midori puts on a pair of stutter shades, increasing his aesthetic level tenfold, making Hina and Gundam envious. Azuru, Angie, and Fat Togami do the exact same thing, and they're all also in the World Pancake Championship match. This is because last week I was like, Sato's looking for competition. There's been like no entries lately. Azuru, so this match is gonna happen sooner rather than later now. Angie, Fat Togami. Okay. Reina stabs Hisano with a sword, revives her, then repeats the process until the wish ring is burned. Hisano just runs off. Minami Moto and Juzo talk about their lives. Himiko sleeps for the entire day away from everyone else. Shitaro hopes that I don't jinx him. You have enough second places, but you also have some gold. Mana sets up an ice cream shack. Nobody comes. Jin seems to be dead, but it's a lie. It's true. Munakata unleashes his final smash on Togami and Sato. They both lose their final stock. Edogar works for both Avi's and Yoko's because she's in extreme debt. Miu places a bomb next to a river to explode the fish, but the bomb accidentally explodes early, and she kills herself. Rest in peace. Neko reminisces about season 2. You weren't even around back in season. I didn't even play your game back in season 2. Nagito, Tenmyoji, Crom, Mr. H, and Monokuma hunt for other tributes. Aiko and Shiki are sitting in a tree, KSSING. Yasuhiro, Pennyworth, and George get chased by a rampaging Marie. Kokichi throws cork at Ito. Beto accidentally steps on a landmine. Hina's gonna be devastated. Chisa receives milk supplies from Nono's sponsor. Keiji, Mukuro, and Kanan hunt for other tributes. Mizuki, Nagisa, and Yasuke come up with a complicated escape plan. Another intervention they want me to have. Iris, Mitarai, Shamir, I don't care, I didn't ask, plus ratio. Setsuna tries to spearfish with a trident. Shiba and Sarah work together to drown Bike, but he overpowers the both of them and drown them instead. Sayu, Paimon, Junko, Maya swim in a mystical lake hidden deep beneath the arena whose mystical waters turn them into chibi forms of themselves. Paimon doesn't change too much. Magic doesn't always have to be useful, but it sure is cute. Mayu finds a violin, begins to play it horribly much to Komaru's frustration. Kaito tries to sleep the entire day. Oda trips on a comically placed banana peel and falls on his bottom. Joe steps on a Lego brick wall barefoot but shrugs off the pain. Takamichi, Teru Mishima perform a glorious air combo on Akane, poor Akane, but she's alive. Shing Cho practices archery. Sakura joins the balloon protection squad. I don't love that. Kazuichi, Ryoma, Yuta, Turnip Boy raid Chihie's camp while she's hunting. Alice takes a sip of scalding hot liquid that is tea. Too much for him. Spits it out into Ryoko's face. Chiaki starts planting seedlings in her garden. It is that time of the year. It's past that time of the year. It's getting hot. They need to be out there already. The Great Gozu doesn't want to live on this planet anymore. Neither does the Raiden Shogun. In an effort to survive, Sonya tries to strangle Kai with toilet paper. It's 2-ply and it's enough to kill him. Usami becomes spherical. Spherical! Uzuki traps herself, bleeds out. And Leone smells a rat, but I smell... Oh my gosh! Well, you know... This is about to get a little bit more brutal. The VR game is back. As Pennyworth attempts to solve the mystery of the Neo World program, Taichi glitzes out, falls to the world, never wakes up. Beat solves the mystery. Setsuna glitches, falls probably into a trap that's in the game world, never wakes up. Ningguang solves the mystery. Konta enjoys the game. Crazy Yoko and Kaito both solve the mystery. Tsumugi enjoys the game. Fuyiko solves the mystery, and so does Chisa. Komaru and Maya enjoy the game. Kotoko solves the mystery. Everyone's just vibing. Nekomaru enjoys the game. Sayu solves the mystery. Nanae Chiaki exploits a game bug, strangling Angie with toilet paper. She suffocates in real life. Everyone's just vibing. Yuta enjoys the game, so does Mama and Turnip Boy. Keiji solves the mystery. Chiaki breaks a game rule, punished in game by Monokuma, falls into a coma, subsequently dies. Gundam solves the mystery, but Yui and Mizuki enjoy the game. Juzo breaks a rule, punished in game, falls into a coma, subsequently dies. Claude exploits a bug, strangling toilet paper around Ryoma's neck, suffocates him in real life. Izuru finds a weapon, fires it at Mr. H. The explosion also catches Noelle and Kazuha, all three die in the explosion. Izuru. That's 3 characters that I love, my guy. Mishima enjoys the game. Kazuichi helps Teru plug in, but accidentally puts the wires in wrong. Teru's brain ends up leaking out of his nose. Hifumi solves the mystery, so does George. Daisaku just enjoys the game. Marie exploits a game bug, strangling Dojima, suffocates in real life. Oh man. Taro Kiyoshi, the great-grandson of the legendary Avatar Kiyoshi's not gonna like that. Kurumi enjoys the game. Jin breaks the game rule, punished in game, falls into a coma, subsequently perishes. Sakura finds a sci-fi weapon, fires it at Leon. Akane and Alice are caught in the blast. Sonya helps the Raiden Shogun plug in, puts the wires in wrong. Her brain is out of her nose. Iris solves the mystery of the Neo World program. Chihiro enjoys the game. Jotaro helps Kanon plug in. Why would you Kanon, why did you accept that help? Your brain's all over the place. Pekka helps Miko. You know what happens. Her brain's everywhere. Sayaka solves the mystery of the Neo World program. Ryoko enjoys the game. Kizakura solves the mystery of the Neo World program. Nagito, Monokuma, and Kaede enjoy the game. Crazy Yoko helps Oda plug in those wires, but his brain is out of his nose, so she must have done something wrong. Maki enjoys the game. Nagisa solves the mystery of the Neo World program. Leone glitches out, falls to the game world, never wakes up. Mayu solves the mystery of the Neo World program, so does Kyutaro and does Shincho. However, Quark enjoys the game. Toko does as well. Fret solves the mystery. Kokichi. Why did you do this? You're helping my girl Tiki, accidentally plugging in as well. You need to be more careful with that drag the voice. Kokichi, we're about to have problems. And I took that personally. Celeste solves the mystery of the Neo World program. Dimitri glitches out, falls to the game world, never wakes up. Azura exploits a game bug, strangling Mitsurai with toilet paper. You probably could have used actual toilet paper. That man's is frail. Naoto enjoys the game. Usami breaks a game rule, punished in game by Monokuma, falls into a coma. Neko exploits a game bug, strangling Aether, suffocates in real life. Ito breaks a game rule, punished in game, subsequently dies. Krom enjoys the game. Minimoto enjoys the game. Aiko and Shoka find sci-fi weapons, fire them at Ibuki and Taka, and Reina, Hiro, Midori, and Genocide Jack all get caught in the blast. A lot of perishing in those two events. Fischl exploits a game bug, strangling Shamir with toilet paper that suffocates in real life. This is going to be a long Claire de Lune. Mondo solves the mystery of the Neo World program. Great Gozu enjoys the game. Ganyu exploits a game bug. She perishes. Vike helps Seiko plug in incorrectly. Her brain is out of her nose through her mask. Hajime breaks a game rule, punished in game by Monokuma. Mikon exploits a game bug, strangling Mana. She suffocates in real life. Shiki helps Rantaro plug in. Oh, she helps him wrong. Laiko glitches out of the game world, never wakes up. Joe breaks a rule, punished in game, falls into a coma. Hina enjoys the game. Karia solves the mystery of the Neo World program. Inigo glitches out, falls to the game world, never wakes up. Chie also glitches out, falls to the game world, never wakes up. Klee explodes everyone! Sumiya, Haiji, and Edelgard. It wasn't a sci-fi weapon, she just threw a bomb. Yosuke solves the mystery of the Neo World program. So does Munakata. Shinyan enjoys the game. Oe exploits a game bug, strangling Makoto rather, with toilet paper. Junko breaks a rule, punished by Monokuma. She's like, wait, what are you doing? I'm in charge! Fat Togami enjoys the game, so does Hisano. Hisano, you're really just enjoying this game? Okay. Mukuro breaks the game rule, also punished. Monokuma just really destroyed both of the Spare Sisters. Who would have thunk? Takamichi helps Paimon plug in, but let me tell you, even if she did it herself, she would have plugged it in wrong. Her brain is out of her nose. Tenmyoji solves the mystery of the Neo World program, as does Natsumi. Tingo breaks a game rule, punished in game by Monokuma, falls into a coma. And these three, Himiko, Kara Kurumada, and Yasuke, they survive what is going to lead to a massive Claire de Lune for 88 competitors. 88. It is indeed a Claire de Lune, and it's gonna be a long one for Gatekeeper, Felicia, Kibo, Kanji, Masaru, Yukiko, Ranmaru, Now, Reiko, Kori, Boss, Izuyoi, Tharja, Rindo, So, Ruruka, Minimaru, Monica, Shuichi, Maple, Kana, Mai, The End, Tengen, Shinhua, La Senora, Gaius, Ranger, Lumine, Togami, Sato, Mew, Beto, Shiba, Sarah, Kai, Uzuki, Pinky. I need to rename her Pinky, her nickname. Taichi, Setsuna, Angie, Chiaki, Juzo, Ryoma, Mr. H, Noel, Kazuha, Teru, Dojima, Jin, Leon, Akane, Alas, Alice, Alas, the Raiden Shogun, Kanan, Miko, Oda, Leone, Tiki, Dimitri, Mitarai, Usami, Aether, Ito, Ibuki, Reina, Hiro, Taka, Midori, Genocide Jack, Shamir, Ganyu, Seiko, Hajime, Mana, Rantaro, Laiko, Joe, Inigo, Chie, Sumiya, Haiji, Edelgard, Makoto, Junko, Mukuro, Paimon, Tenko. Alright, let's see how many people are left. Because at this point, I have no idea. I think we still have quite a few, though. Yeah, 82. I was gonna say, I don't even think that might be just over half the field, yeah. Wild, ain't it? We still have 82. Kokichi Claude, Nane Achiaki, Kyutaro Mizuki from the Mets. Headphone Viming Stars. I'm doing a slow scroll. What am I doing? That was such a long Claire de Lune. We gotta do a slow scroll. Look at everybody who's left. A couple teams are... There are actually a lot of teams that are completely out now that I'm looking at it. But there's a lot of teams that are completely in as well, so we'll have to wait and see who's gonna come out on top of this, because we have another day to get through. If we have an arena event like that again, oh, we could we could be down to your saving grace picks if we're being completely honest. However, let's just proceed and see what's up. Ladies and gentlemen, it is night one and more than half of the competition is gone. Kurumi prays to Utua that she makes it out with minimal bloodshed, of course. Iris sends Kizakura to jail for mule-like behavior. Chrom begs for Mikon to kill him. She refuses, keeping Chrom alive. Shiki sets up a rival store for Avi's wares and despairs. How dare you? Shiki's clothes and accessories? That sounds too normal. You don't get one, Shiki. You don't get one. It'll never work out, Shiki. It'll never work. I'll sabotage ya, just like I sabotaged Yoko's. Keiji finds a big red button, decides to leave it be. Chisa, Marie, and Crazy Yoko Extra Large all have s'mores around the campfire. Mizuki, Samugi, and Gundam successfully ambush Fret, Owain, and Kuramata. Sayu dyes her hair yellow. That's actually probably fine, especially a pale yellow. Natsumi hates Mahiru so strongly she created a swat against Mahiru. Jeez Louise. Toka swaps out my pancakes for waffles. Honey. She's dead. Yosuke, Chitaro, and Himiko cheerfully sing songs together. Nagisa put his trust in Nagito, allows himself to fall backwards. Nagito catches him. Nagisa says to Nagito that he trusts him with his life. Azura signs a petition to change American football to yeet ball. She's new here, but she already knows. Azura, you're going places. Any chance that Peko and Daisaku had a friendship is destroyed when they're forced to fight over the last slice of pizza. Kaito wants violence, so I'll give it to him. But Pennyworth doesn't want violence and wants to vibe instead. It's super funny to me because I didn't read the next one yet. Turnip Boy, Nakamaru, Minamimoto enter a scrum debate with Fuyiko. Fat Togami and Mishima, they argue about V3's ending. Quark is an international super spy. Ryoko uses some fireworks to distract Ningguang and Maya, but accidentally blows up everyone in the process. The Great Gozer gets a hold of my sound, but before he can use it, he's caught. And you're out of here. Get gone. Hina, Komaru, and Sonya play a game of Monopoly. Hina uses all of her properties and flips the game board over. Where in the world is Tenmyoji? Izuru receives clean water from the known sponsor. Nane Achiaki stands outside official's camp with a candy pail. Official gives Nane Achiaki a knife to the chest. That's not candy. Maki wants to speak with the manager of Avi's Wares and Despairs. They're not available right now. Vike dresses up as Celeste but breaks out in Cosbox. Celeste just laughs. Mondo, Neku, Yui, they have s'mores around the campfire. It is the season for it. Ghostly howls of wolves wake up. Crazy Yoko. Kazuichi kills Shoko for her supplies and... Oh, Hisano disowns Shincho for being a disgrace to the family. No! Dang. Munakata, Katoko stare at each other through the crackling flames of their campfire. The thought of murder on their minds. Beat, Aiko, Gonta, George all find a big red button. They watch as horror as Beat presses it. As he would. You've doomed us all, they say, expecting something bad to happen. Nothing happens, leaving Beat disappointed. Everyone was glad that nothing happened. Cloud starts a dance party. Mama, Yuta, Kyutaro join in. A good time was had by all. Monokuma gets a hold of my soundboard and says, I've had enough of Dire Docks, so I'm playing Dire Docks. Thank you, Monokuma. Takamichi is gentle with Karia. Ifumi questions his sanity. Sayaka dyes her hair green. Ooh! I don't think that's a good look. I really don't think it's a good look. Sakura and Naoto get into a submission match. Sakura is locked in Naoto's ankle lock. You put in the ankle lock on Sakura? Naoto! That is the finest submission on a caliber wrestler like Sakura that I've ever seen. You're going to AV Mania! Sakura taps out and must leave the arena. Where in the world is Yasuke? Kokichi berates Klee for not protecting him better. Okay, she'll probably cry. Oh my gosh, don't do that, Kokichi. Jiro sets up an outdoor generator, space heater, and some floodlights. Kaede somehow steals every single item in Shinyan's camp without being noticed. However, that's not what I wanted. We're just gonna hit the proceed music. Because it's time to proceed, unless someone changes it. Jotaro's allergies are so bad he sees the arena back to April. Kizakura steals a tray of freshly baked cookies. Everyone's out here trying to join this World Pancake Championship match, and as long as I'm getting a bunch of pancakes, I'm okay with it. Takamichi, Klee, in her very first seasonal action match, good on you. And of course Maki, but we already know Maki's good. She's in there. She's in there. She's in there. Jiro, Mizuki awkwardly kiss under the mistletoe. Monokuma and Naoto are sitting in a tree, KSSING. Yuta doesn't believe in palindromes. Keiji, Daisaku, and Kurumi discuss the killing life so far. Gonta has drip, but Hina's the director of drip. She does have a pretty dope jacket. Mikan hands Munakata and Crazy Oak Extra Large an invitation to her birthday party. They both tear it up before her very eyes. Dang. That's bullying. Protect our Mikans! Protect her! Karam confesses how much he's come to hate Kazuichi. Kazuichi runs away crying. You know what? Protect our Kazuichis too! Fuyiko hunts for other tributes. Minamoto seems to be dead, but is alive. Vike freaks out completely upon seeing a painting of dogs playing poker. Katoko's confused why there is a pink Home Depot in the arena. I thought that was yours. Aiko plants flowers around Mama's grave. Mama screams from behind her, "Hello, I'm still alive!" Aiko simply says, "For now." That's the most threatening that I've ever seen Aiko. Himiko beats Natsumi with a chair. Sayu plays chess with death and wins. Listen here, Nagato does not like Azura. He's gonna bark at her now. Wait for it, wait for it. George, his allergies are so bad, the arena's still in April. Overcome with madness, Tsumugi chains Fat Togami to a tree and makes him watch as she drowns her own tag team partner. She really has gone mad. Huh. Yasuke throws some sand at the eyes of Kaito. Kaito goes temporarily blind for the rest of the game. Nekomaru beats Turner Boy with a ladder. He's coming back for revenge though. Pennyworth plays chess with death. He loses the game and loses his life. Shinyan and Kari are sitting in a tree, KSSING. So are Neku and Sayaka sitting in a tree, KSSING. Komaru, Quark, Nagisa, and Celeste swim in a mystical lake hidden deep beneath the arena. Mystical waters turn them into chibi forms of themselves. Magic doesn't always have to be useful, but it sure is cute. Tenmyoji makes a dirt statue Chisa knocks over the head, so Tenmyoji decapitates Chisa and uses her head instead. Yikes. Gundam's now spherical. Spherical? Claude is the best there is, Claude is the best there was, and gosh darn it, Claude's the best there ever will be. Xingqiu sells Crazy Yoko 400 bagels, but due to the fact that Crazy Yoko can't hold that many, she gets crushed by the insane amount of bagels. That's a game over. Shiki dyes her hair gold. Yui smells a rat. Marie slams Beat through a table. She lifts him up and throws him down. She's trying to get ready for AV Mania, baby. Kaede uses their special attack on Fischl, the Mega Destruction Ball of Darkness and Destruction. It did no damage. Iris plants flowers around her campsite. Kokichi slams. Kokichi also getting ready for AV Mania. Kokichi slams Yosuke right through the table. Sonya receives pancakes from AV. Mondo wakes up and immediately has pancakes for breakfast. He's already in that World Pancake Championship match, but I love to see him go back and win that title for a second time. Mahiru was exposed to Izuru's sensitivity aura, causing her to become more emotional. Hisana kills Peko with a shot put ball. She got some hidden strength. Kitaro wakes up from a long nap. We still have quite a few people to go, but we lost a decent amount. 16 gone in a single day. Nothing like 88, but it is still a clear day Lune 4. Fret, Owain, Kuramada, Toko, Ryoko, Ningguang, Maya, the Great Gozu, Nane Chiaki, Shoka, Sakura, Hifumi, Pennyworth, Chisa, Crazy Yoko, Peko. See everybody's statuses. We'll probably just do another slow scroll again. We still got like 66 on the dot. 3 more and it could have been a very nice number. Or I guess 3 less rather. Grand scheme, the champions are completely in. The Agents of Chaos still have 2 folks remaining. Headphone Vibing still has Neku. Shorty Sleepover with Himiko. Do You Remember has Bike. Bob Squad with Mahiru. The World Burns. Watching It Burn still has Monokuma. Mama and Daddy still have Mama. Seeking Justice with George. United We Fall still has Kaito. Pinking the Brain completely in. Manga Mayhem just lost Afumi through the hands of Tsumugi. Offspring of Chaos still has Gundam and Fischl. Sugar Daddy still has Karia. Concealed Blades only has Sayaka. Royal Shepherd's completely in. Unhinged Commanders has Munakata. Retirement Home still has Tenmyoji. Final Gambit still has Yosuke. Mathletes completely in. The Himbro still have Beat. Anthropology has only lost Shoka. The Trial has only lost Pennyworth. Accident Prone saw some accidents, but Mikan's trying to be the least accident prone of the 3 of them. And somehow I think she actually might be the least accident prone of the 3 of them. Dang. Kurumi for Live to Serve. The Dude Detective still have Kaiji. My god. Pancake Palooza has Mondo. Trapper and Trappy has Nagito. Fashion Forward Shiki. Rock Paper Scissors Shinyan. Book Club still has Xingqiu. Bug Hunters with Chihiro and Gonta. Minamimaru still has Minamimoto and Nekamaru. Kazuichi for daring devotees. Ultimate Hope still have Izuru, One with Nature, Daisaku Turnip Boy, Shield only lost Juzo, Legwork only lost Akane, Maki and Kaede for Romance is Dead is still around, Magic Carpet Ride still has Takamichi, Soldier of Fortune still has the Fortune Arcana Naoto. Dance Break still has Crazy Oak Extra Large, Something the Water has only lost Beto, Lacking Compassion is lacking people in their group right now because they're both out, New Era has only lost Kibo, Boom and Gloom completely in, Promotion pending still has Natsumi, Sudden Slamber still has Sayu, and Affluent Progeny is out, man. But they'll have another, they'll get back, they'll come back through it. I know they will, I believe in them. We gotta keep going. This is already a long one. And we have 66 competitors to go. Let's get through it, let's get to night 2, as George steals Komaru's first kiss. Nagito and Naoto become best friends over their shared love of 17th century sea shanties. Kaede, stop being selfish. Iris strangles Vike after engaging in a fistfight. Celeste, goodness gracious, Iris. That's, huh. You really Iris? Celeste tries to sing herself to sleep. Beat fires a truth bullet at Daisaku and exposes his lies. Maki grabs Cleve by the throat. Maki, why you gotta do that? Chrom rests in a fruit tree. Monokuma shakes that tree violently, but it also causes Chrom to fall to his death. Kaito dyes his hair yellow. Not a big fan of that one. Maybe if you wore different clothing, though, it might work out for you. Still not a big fan. Yuta tries to sing himself to sleep. Sonya and Keiji hold hands. Nekamaru throws a Molotov at Kotoko after the fire dissipates. Nekamaru's perfectly okay somehow. Aiko submits an application to join the squad. Quark snatches the application and rips it right out of her hands. Yasuke hits some sweet chin music on Samugi. He's getting ready for AV Mania. Jotaro, Shiki, Yui perform a fatally glorious air combo on Hisano. Rest in peace, Maki. Starts a dance party. Shingcho, Fischl, and Monfiller just join in. It's a good time, had by everybody. Shinyan reminisces about the year of the Aviator, the first year that there was. The first year that a sign existed. But Gundam chases Kazuichi, Yosuke, and Crazy Oak Extra Large trying to enforce a curfew. Mikon burns down Avi's wares and despairs. How could you? She swears it was an accident, but Kurumi saw the whole thing and said that she burned it down deliberately. But I believe Mikon. I just said protect Mikon. We gotta protect our Mikon, so I'm gonna let this whole thing slide. Munakata dyes his hair green. If it's a really light green, you know, maybe. Heavy, I mean, it also could complement his, like, his shirt a little bit. Sayaka's bitten by a black mamba, but Maru has some anti-venom and is able to save Sayaka's life. You know, if the mamba did its thing, I would be like, you know what, maybe these reptiles aren't so bad, but okay, then it didn't even get the job done, come on. Mama dyes her hair red, she look good in any hair color, I tell you what. I comment on how well Mizuki's doing. Surprisingly, Natsumi dies instead. Oh yeah, it's opposite day. Takamichi fiercely shakes up a can of soda, pops the lid, blasting Gonta in the face with a stream of soda. Hina rests in a fruit tree. Karia shakes that tree violently, causing Hina to fall on top of him instead, killing the both of them. Marie finds an Etch-a-Sketch, shows it to Izuru, the portrait she made for him. Izuru loves it, actually. Has some sort of emotion after it and kisses her on the forehead. He was like, you did good. I'm trying to change my ways. I'm trying to feel. I want feelings. Nagisa, Minamimoto, and Kokichi discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Mishima finds an Etch-a-Sketch. After a few hours, creates a masterpiece. I believe that. I think that's canon. Kyutaro submits an application to join the squad. Fuyiko walks up and says, yeah, you're not getting in, especially if I'm not getting in, unless I win this whole thing. He was like, it's my time to shine. Thanks, Fuyiko. Jiro is just Claude's split personality given form. Neku, stop it. Get some help. Teru is not here, but Turnip Boy is. Finds a sleeping Tenmyoji, waves his hand, hits him with the 5-knuckle shuffle. Sayu looks at the nighttime sky. Kizakura refuses to leave an injured Azura's side. Who would want to leave an injured Azura's side? Fat Togami catches Himiko with a giant box of comically placed banana peels? It was you all along, who would have thunk? As we look at day 3, Fat Togami reverses about season 2. Gundam says something wrong and Kotoko calls him a foolish fool. Fuyiko chases Mishima around with a mace. Yasuke receives a hatch from an unknown sponsor. George decapitates Samugi with a sword. Jeez Louise. Chihiro and Jotaro, they look for more people to become friends with? Really? Jotaro? Okay. I won't question it. I've seen crazier things in this game. Keiji uses their special attack on Yuta, the Mega Destruction Ball of Darkness and Destruction. It does no damage. Gonta isn't crying, he's sweating from his eyes. Fischl sets up an ice cream shack. Sayu comes by, something was delicious. Yui catches Quark crawled up in a ball of Waka, rocking back and forth, sucking on his thumb. It seems like he's lost it. Nagisa does have drip. But is Nagito the director of drip? I don't think so. I think Nagisa has more drip, if I'm being completely honest. Mikan suddenly exclaims, not the Komodos for every reason in particular. Munakata now dyes her gold. He was like, green, didn't love it. Gold? I think it could work. I think he could work it. I think he could work it. Himiko severely injures Mizuki and leaves her there to die. Klee asks if Tenmyoji likes boats. Tenmyoji just says, no. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Beats speed, spins so fast he becomes a human Beyblade. Kizakura comes before Mondo in this event. Izuru and Minimoto sitting in a tree. Killing. Mama, I'ma throw fists with the both of them. Monokuma beats Sonya with a chair. Kaede finds the remains of a pirate ship. It's not mine, I promise. Shincho pops a balloon just because you can. I love that. Love that water sword, boy. They are subsequently hunted down and murdered by the Balloon Protection Squad. Hate that. Hate that Balloon Protection Squad. Takamichi stabs Kazuichi with a skewer and then hides the weapon and some meat on the bone. Dang. Komaru gets off to a rocky start with her new professor, Turnip Boy. I don't know what class you're taking, Komaru, but honey, you gotta get out of there. Azura receives a gift from a secret admirer. It's a box of chocolates. Aiko and Naoto look for more people to become friends with. Iris throws a knife in a Claude's head. Yikes. Nekomaru hands Crazy Oko and Maru an invitation to his birthday party. They tear it up before his very eyes. Maki is attacked by a Komodo dragon and dies from her injuries. Why is it? We don't need to ask why anymore. It's Ringo's fault. We know. We know. But they're taking out squad members, so, we gotta throw hands. Neku receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Shinyan joins the Mistletoe Warriors. That's a group that's waging war against Mistletoe during any time of the year besides December. Yosuke spends the whole day walking around in shoes made of Legos. He is truly transcended beyond humanity. Sakura encounters a fruit bat, takes a liking to her, joins her side. Celeste shoots an arrow into Kyutaro's head. Kurumi is the best in the world. Shiki receives a hatch from an unknown sponsor, and Daisaku, Marie, Kokichi, and Kaito join these Chad's Septic Eye cult. We are down another 14. And so we must carry on. First and foremost, it is a Claire de Lune 4. Bike, Krom, Hisano, Natsumi, Hina, Karia, Samugi, Mizuki, Mama, Xingqiao, Kazuichi, Claude, Maki, Kyutaro. Dang, Vike. Finish right before Krom. You're just gonna be like, dang, how am I supposed to be teach? Alright, we'll see everybody's statuses. We are down. We check the alive real quick. 252. That's a standard deck of cards. And we'll do a slow scroll. In fact, we're gonna do a slow scroll every time until our standard size game. Look at all these people who are left. Not too many people from the old teams, but let me tell you, Pinky and the Brain's completely in. They are not the only team that's completely in. The Mathletes are still completely in. I think there's one more team that's completely in, or it might just be those two teams. It might just be those two teams that are completely in, actually. That's an achievement in itself. Good on them. No, wait, no. Yeah. Those are, no, Boom and Gloom. I was gonna say, there might be one team of two later down here. Only 3 teams left completely in. A couple teams of 3 still have 2 people, however, it's 52 left. And we still have a day and a night to get through and potentially an arena event, who knows. Mishima, Nekomaru, Sayu, and Mandu tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Kizakura, hates Minamimoto so strongly he created a squad against Minamimoto. I love that man's though. He loves math. Yui and Izuru get onto a balcony and watch the stars together. How romantic. Turnip Boy confesses his love for Cork. Cork lovingly embraces the turnip, accepting the confession. Kokichi prays to a tour that he makes out if you're alive, with minimal bloodshed, of course. Kaito, Nagisa, Komaru, Himiko play a friendly game of Uno, which Komaru actually wins. Munakata, Gundam, Marie work together, building a shelter that Gundam secretly rigs with explosives when Munakata and Marie go to sleep. Tick, 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 boom! Iris and Sayaka exercise under the stars. George latches onto Gonta's back and blows himself up trying to protect Neku. The attack does work and Gonta is blown to smithereens. That means Neku survives, but Gonta and George perish. Chihiro submits an application to join the squad. I'll remember that. Aiko dyes her hair blue. Maybe? I think she might have to go like half and half, because, you know, I think the blue would just be dominant, and then her one eye, her green eye would just be, I don't know, it might highlight the green eye more, so it might actually work out too. Beat and KG sing some show tunes together. Klee feeling especially kind tonight gives Nagito a muffin. When aren't you feeling especially kind, Klee? Kaede finds a lovely bikini and puts it on. It's quite revealing. This awakens something inside Official. While running away from Mikon, Celeste twists her ankle, giving Mikon the opportunity she needs to kill Celeste. Fuyiko and Daisaku have a pose-off. Daisaku wins. Maki grabs Yuta by the throat. Tenmyoji makes a banquet for Takamichi and Kurumi. They both love the food. Fatsugami rests in a fruit tree. The trees are all at it today. Oh no. Monokuma shakes the tree violently to retrieve the fruit, but it also causes Fatsugami to fall to its death. Jotaro and Crazy Yoko Extra Large vow to protect each other. Yosuke eats a turducken. Yum. Hope he can walk it off for the rest of this game. After losing repeatedly to Shiki in chess, Mahiru tosses the Shiki into the campfire. Well then, Yasuke starts a dance party. Sonya, Kotoko, and Azura, they all join in. A good time was had by all. Naoto receives clean water from an unknown sponsor, and Shinyan finds a big red button, presses it immediately, and the button was a bomb. It was a bomb. She is blown up. Rock, paper, scissors just lost their rock, but we will continue to day 4. Kokichi receives a gift from a secret admirer. It's so... oh god, that's repulsive. Kaede holds Klee's head underwater, but Klee grabs her arm, pulls her into the lake with her. Vicious. They both swim away, unable to kill each other. Shiro finds a water gun, fills up with holy water, fires at Tenmyoji, getting him wet. He's probably furious. Official hates how she acted in the past, wants to be a better person. I believe you, Official. I believe in ya. Aiko uses their special attack on Sayu, the Mega Destruction Ball of Darkness and Destruction. It did no damage. Aiko's being a little crazy at the start of this one. Who knows? Mishima, Keiji, Takamichi make homemade weapons together. Yasuke diverts Kaito's attention, runs away. Crazy Yoko, Extra Large, and Mikon insult one another relentlessly after getting into a bloody fight. Azuru tries to sneak attack Yosuke. Yosuke catches on, runs away. Yuta finds the remains of a Viking ship. Minamimoto works for both Atheist and Yoko's because he's in extreme debt. Gundam throws sand in the eyes of Monokuma, runs off. Cork receives medical supplies from a secret admirer. Kizakura wants a nickname similar to Sharpshooting Big-Minded. Sharpshooting Steel-Minded. Big Sister. Big-Minded. Big Brain. Mega Mind. Himiko tries to sneak attack Kotoko. Kotoko catches on, runs away. All these first of all these pancakes coming to me, I love to see those. However, Nekamaru, I see you. Jotaro, I see you. Mahiru, I see you. And I thank you all for the pancakes and give you all a title opportunity. Oh, you love to see it. Naoto dies from hunger though, unfortunate. Nagito, Azura, and Daisaku do the torture downs while torturing Neku. Mondo dies as their gold. Fuyiko, Iris, Kurumi, and Nagisa talk about their hobbies. Sayaka's attacked by a Komodo dragon. Okay, but like maybe the Komodos are okay. But like, I know they were, you know what? I thought that they were targeting the squad discriminately. But now that they've attacked Sayaka, you know what? Maybe they're not that bad. Turnip Boy uses a cactus to kill Sonya. Komaru, Yui, and Beat discuss the killing life so far. We are down another 11. That brings us down to 41 after this Claire de Lune 4. Mudakata, Murray, George, Gonta, Celeste, Fat Togami, Shiki, Shinyan, Naoto, Sayaka, Sonya, and we'll see everyone's statuses. The champ Kokichi still around for grand scheme. Headphone vibing stars. Neku carrying on for his partner. Shorty sleepover. Himiko. Bob Squad. Mahiru watching the world burn. Monokuma. United we fall. Kaito. Both halves of Pinky and the Brain. Manga Mayhem. Komaru. Gundam and Fischl for Offspring of Chaos. Final Gambit stars Yosuke. Retirement Home stars Tenmyoji. All of them athletes, but one of the him bros, and that one is Beat. Anthropologist stars Aiko and Iris. The trial stars Fuyuhiko. Doing what he needs to do, carrying on to try and get them into a title opportunity. Accident prone. Mikon. Live to serve Kurumi. The Detectives KG. Mondo for Pancake Palooza. Trapper and Trappy sees Nagito, who... not bad in tag team action, I'll be completely honest, just never... he has had tag team gold before, actually. Chihiro, the last survivor for Bug Hunters. Minami Maru still has 2 competitors, in fact. Ultimate Hope star Azuru. One with Nature has lost the one who says one with Nature, but the 2 Nature boys carry on for him. Shield still has Kizakura, Mishima. Legwork, Yui, Yuta. Romance is dead with just Kaede. Magic, Cop, and Rai Takamichi. Something in the Water Azura. Crazy Hyoko extra large for dance break. Boom and Gloob completely in, and sudden slumber still sees Sayu. We got ourselves a game. Let's proceed and see who takes the first victory outside of championship action. Kokichi and Himiko get onto a balcony and watch the stars together. Confusing little tidbits there. Turnip Boy finds an Etch-a-Sketch and shows Fischl the portrait he made for Yui. Turnip Boy was cheating on Fischl with Yui the entire time. Komaru makes a banquet for Daisaku and Mikan. They both love the food. Karumi watches a new Mischief of Rats runs by. Karumi runs off before they get any ideas. Sayu presses a button. Finds that big red button. It's a bomb. Presses it. Activates it. Boom. Boom indeed. Chihiro finds a sleeping Kotoko on the ground, raises his hand, waves it in front of his face, saying, "You can't see me," dusting off the shoulder, falling, and punching Kotoko right in the face. Kaito submits an application to join the squad. Hey, Kaito. Your resume doesn't look too good, but I'll think about it. Azura buys every single version of Uno from AV's wares and despairs. Mondo gets... Oh, that's a lot of people down there. But I think that's just one person gone down there. We'll have to wait and see. Gundam kills Nekomaru as he tries to run. In the dead of night, Monokuma ducks and dodges the laser defense system, manages to escape James Bond style. Impressive, but he is disqualified. Kaede, Aiko, Mahiru, and Iris get together and form a rock band. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, Crazy Yoko Extra Large, Jotaro, Yuta, Mishima, Beat, Azura, Yosuke, Kizakura, Fuyiko, Minimoto, and Klee are forced to vote on which of them is a traitor, and have that traitor be executed. Kizakura is voted as a traitor, and is turned to dust. I kind of want to play Lost Dimension again, just for fun, because it was a fun game. I'll give it that. It's a really unique game. One of those really unique games that I kind of want to just do again. Maybe on a for fun stream, one of these days. Maybe. Hey, we still got time as Nagito stands outside of Neku's camp with a candy pail. Neku gives Nagito a king-size candy bar. Maybe he'll remember that. Cork steals Tenmyoji's first kiss. Ew. Keiji shouts from afar. Is that a JoJo reference? Dang. I don't think you two have really interacted in tag team action yet, but that's your first real interaction between you two? Kinda sus. Takamichi introduces Yasuke and Nagisa to his imaginary friend. There's nobody there. But we'll proceed and we'll see that Mondo and Mikan are made into grotesque human dioramas by Komaru. What part of protecting Mikan didn't you understand, Komaru? Mishima does a sick kickflip but fails the landing, falls flat on his face. Mahiru, Yui, and Daisaku hunt for other tributes. Izuru taints Crazy Yoko Extra Large's food, killing her. How could you? Nagisa, Turnip Boy, and Kokichi get chased by a rampaging Kaede. Kaito is making Gundam angry. Kaito's not gonna like Gundam when he's angry. Tenmyoji plays chess with death and wins. Klee invades gates to school grounds looking for clues. Himiko tries stealing Avi's pancakes, but Nagito caught her and killed her. Nagito, my guy. I knew it was the year of the mage, but I didn't know she wouldn't go that far. I tell you what. Nagito, thank you. You're a hero. A hero, my guy. Yasuke drives up to Makidano's, wants to get an ice cream. Fortunately, it works. How lucky. Minimoto repeatedly stabs Fischl to death with sighs. I love Fischl though. Azura shows Kotoko her murder list. At the top is Kotoko's name in bold too. Now I didn't... Azura having a murder list. Huh. Neku somehow managed to delete Karumi, Fuyuhiko, and Keiji from existence, while saying just Neku. That doesn't sound very teamworkly to me. Jotaro, Quark, Yuta, and Iris talk about their hobbies. Takamichi receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Yosuke uses a spell to suck the intelligence out of Beat, which shockingly works, leaving Beat literally dumbfounded. I'm shocked that it worked. I really am. Jiro joins the Mistletoe Warriors, and Aiko wants a nickname similar to sharpshooting, steel-minded big sister Sarah. We lost quite a few again. Yeah, 12. Another 12. And thus, after, you know what we do, what Claire de Lune for. Sayu, Nekomaru, Monokuma, Kizakura, Mondo, Mikan, Crazy Yoko Extra Large, Himiko, Fischl, Karumi, Fuyuhiko, Keiji. We're down, but we're not out. 29, I was gonna say we just entered the 20s, 29 remain. But as I said, we're not at our standard size game yet, so we're gonna keep doing a slow scroll. Kokichi, Neku, Mahiru, Kaito, Pinky and the Brain, Komaru, Gundam, Yosuke, Tenmyoji, the Mathletes, Beat, Aiko, and Iris. Then a whole lot of gray followed by Nagito, Chihiro, Minamimoto, Azuru, Daisaku, Turnaboy, Mishima, Yui, Yuta, Takamichi, Kaede's up there, Azura, Boom, and Gloom, and we will proceed to see. This, on the other hand, might be a lot of people getting eliminated. Daisaku and Kaede sleep in shifts. Mishima sets up a rival store for Avi's wares and despairs. Iris acts cute. Oh. Mahiru steals Takamichi's first kiss. Yosuke shouts from afar. Is that a JoJo reference? Nagisa and Komaru invite Chihiro, Cork, Aiko, Yasuke, Kaito, Turnaboy, Yui, and Neku to a party. A super kick party! Nagisa and Komaru hit everyone with some sweet chin music one after another all through the night. However, though their jaws and chins are sore, they live. Minamimoto throws a party at his shelter and invites Azuru, Azura, and Gundam. The party turns sour when they start arguing over what song should be blasting through the speakers. Maki grabs Klee by the throat. Maki, you've been grabbing some questionable people by the throat. Yuta goes to the Love Hotel with Jotaro. Both die of exhaustion. That's cursed. Kotoko sets off an explosive, killing the Trap Master. Goodness gracious. Tenmyoji unknowingly eats toxic berries. Beat panics and tries to cure him. Succeeds. Kokichi discovers the mastermind and is killed for it. The death is made to look like an accident. If this were for the titles, it would be a new champ alert. However, we must proceed and see. Turnip Boy says, "Not today, Kaito," and shoots an arrow into his head. Drats. Azura and Azuru and Klee track down and chill with Chihiro. Neku's unknown sponsor is Asnir of the 39th dimension. Iris eats dirt. Delicious. Daisaku plants flowers around his campsite. Yosuke teaches Mahiru some fighting moves. Little does Mahiru know that Yosuke is teaching her wrong as a joke. Yeah, I got it in me. Oh, Mishima! Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your world-famous scheming, teaming, tag team champs and feel the power! It's a grand scheme. Yes, it is. And Gundam receives an explosion from an unknown sponsor. Tenmyoji buys AV merchandise from AV's wares and despairs. Cork poisons Komaru's drink but mistakes it for his own and perishes. Oh no! Nagisa and Kaede awkwardly kiss underneath the mistletoe. Where's my mistletoe warriors? Where are they? I'll let it slide in July because, you know, Christmas in July, but right now, how dare you? Kotoko and Yui, tells Yui to train her elbows. Yui's elbows get too swollen, she ends up knocking Kotoko off a tree, killing her. Aiko, Minamimoto, Yasuke, and Beat play cards, and Takamichi can't wait to kill Sayaka this game. The Komodos got to her first. We'll proceed. That's musical chairs! A second arena event! It's time for musical chairs as the music begins to play. Did I decide on musical chairs music? Did I? Man, I have no idea. We'll play this. The music plays. Chairs are everywhere. Anyone who's not on a chair when the music stops will be eliminated. Daisaku sits on Mayu's lap. That doesn't count, and Daisaku's eliminated. Yosuke simply sits on the ground and says, "The world is my chair." It's such a power move that he survives elimination. Turnip Boy and Aiko fight over a chair, not realizing that Takamichi already took it, eliminating them both. Komaru and Kaede sit on a chair at the same time, so do Nagisa and Tenmyoji. Yasuke is about to sit down, but Mishima swipes the chair from under him. Mishima sits down, leaving Yasuke to face elimination. Iris spots a chair at the bottom of a cliff. She jumps off, lands on the chair, and lives! Chihiro and Azura fight over a chair, but Azuru just snatches it, eliminating them both as well. Gundam spots a chair at the bottom of the cliff. He saw Iris do it. He's like, I can do that too. Dark powers, save me! They did not save him. He misses the chair. Yikes. But Beat finds a chair and sits on it. Neku and Minamimoto sit on a chair at the same time, and so do Yui and Klee. Honestly, the boys from, The World Ends With You, they're kind of killing it right now, except for Karia. We'll proceed. We lost instead 14 this time. We are very well in this game now. We have, what, 15 remaining after this Claire? Daylune? 4? Yuta? Jotaro. Nagito. Kokichi. Kaito. Quark. Kotoko. Daisaku, Turnip Boy, Aiko, Yasuke, Chihiro, Azura, Gundam. Now that we're just at 15, it's time to start paying attention to who we have left. Because it's not just about your teams, it's about red versus blue. Neku for red team. Bob Squad still has Mahiru. As we keep going, red team also has Nagisa for Pinky and the Brain. Blue team, Komaru. Final Gambit sees red team Yosuke, but Retirement Home, blue team. Himbros and Anthropology represent red team. And you're starting to see reds taking the advantage here, but blue team, Minimoto. Red team again, Ultimate Hopes Azuru. Blue team, Mishima. Blue team again, Yui. Blue team again, Takamichi. And then blue team again, Boom and Gloom. So right now, blue team actually has the advantage. Very slim advantage. I believe they're up by 2 competitors. But it's all about your final 3. And we ain't there yet. For right now, it's 5 more until your saving grace picks. Unless I can't count. I can count. There's 15 left. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see what unfolds. Let's proceed and see that Night 6 begins. And Takamichi gets a hold of my soundboard, and let me tell you, plays the Secret Achievement music, and it's a banger. Tenmyoji, Nagisa fight Klee and Neku. Tenmyoji and Nagisa survive. That is the end of Klee and Neku. They had a great game. But let me tell you, my soundboard is getting stolen more often today than it has in a while. And Dire Docs Azuru's like, play that jam. Thank you. Mishima has no weaknesses. Minimoto beat, they huddle together for warmth. That's a little bit awkward, and I can imagine why. Iris and Yui vow to protect each other. Mahiru grabs a baseball bat, and she's like, it's all about the Mets, baby! Bashes Yosuke to death with it. Kaede finally finishes her novel. In the dead of night, Komaru ducks and dodges the laser defenses as it manages to escape. James Bond style. Impressive, but she's still disqualified. We lost quite a few, and I'm afraid it's time for the feast. That's not a prediction. It's the truth. The cornucopia has replenished. It's just after a certain number, you're like, oh yeah, it's definitely feast time. Are all of these except for one are fatal events? Mahiru, Yui, and Beat start fighting, but Yui runs away as Mahiru kills Beat. She killed the Beat. Iris and Minimoto fight Tenmyoji and Takamichi. Tenmyoji and Takamichi actually survive. Kaede sets off an explosive, killing Azuru and Mishima, and Nagisa's like, I'm not going. We'll proceed again, and we still have a day to get through. As Takamichi wants AV to give Sayaka a chance, Tenmyoji overhears this and kills Takamichi for asking for the impossible. Kaede receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Mahiru chops down a tree which falls onto Nagisa, killing him. No, Nagisa, I was low-key hoping for you, my employee of the month. And Yui fishes. It is now down to just 4, right? Yeah, just our final 4. No Samurai Woman, but we do see our final Claire de Lune of the episode 4. Klee, Neku, Yosuke, Komaru, Beat, Iris, Minimoto, Izuru, Mishima, Takamichi, Nagisa, and we've had ourselves one long game, so I'm not gonna dilly, I'm not gonna dally, I'm not gonna belabor, I'm gonna say it's time for your Saving Grace picks. It is a battle between the Bob Squad, Retirement Home, Legwork, and Romance is Dead. Look at those letters. Bob Squad, blue team. Retirement Home, blue team. Legwork, blue team. Romance is Dead, blue team. No matter what happens, no matter who wins, it is a blue team sweep on day 1 of this competition. Oh, it's true. Oh, it's true. 9 points to blue team. That is how we start this thing off, but we have to get ourselves a winner. It is a battle between Bob Squad's Mahiru, Tenmyoji, and Retirement Home. Tenmyoji has 6 KOs. We still have Legworth with Yui, and Yui, let me tell you, when she gets a chance, she gets the job done. And Romance is Dead. Triple Crown Kaede wants another tag team title around her shoulder. Those are your final 4. Let it be known. Saving Grace picks. Make them right now. First, second, third in the comments. Do it. You know how to do it. You know you want to do it. I'm going to do it right now. And I got Yui for first. I think she's about to be a breath of fresh air. And you know who's on her team? Yuta. And you know Yuta, he's you never count out the Yutas. You never count out Yuta. The Asuhinas, you never count them out. I got Yui for first, and that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler. Tenmyoji for second. I think for some reason Tenmyoji is just he's had a weird game, but it's been a good game for him. Give me Kaede. I gotta go Kaede for third. She's held all the titles. She's Triple Crown Kaede. Look, results. She has results. You can't bet against results. Those are my top three. You made yours too, but we have to get ourselves this first winner in this massive Meet the Teams episode. And to do that, these four, Mahiru, Tenmyoji, Yui, and Kaede are all caught in what we like to call within our final five, a crises of fate. Are you ready? Well, you better be, because we're proceeding right now and we see they all live. Yui exploits Mahiru's kindness and has her do various humiliating tasks for her. Tenmyoji confesses his love for Kaede. She gives him a look of disapproval, as you probably should, but as we go to the next round, we see Mahiru teaches Tenmyoji some fighting moves. Little does Tenmyoji know that Mahiru's teaching him wrong as a joke, but he uses these moves to actually kill Mahiru. Yui sucks the intelligence out of Kaede, which leaves her literally dumbfounded. Yo. But my final three are actually in. I was like, I don't think it's Mahiru's day, and you know what? It was not. We'll proceed, and we lost just one, and that one, a terrible turnabout for her. Mahiru. I'll be frank, we gotta protect our Mahirus too. However, once again, retirement home versus legwork versus romance is dead. Three newer teams? Retirement home had their first season last season, but the other two teams are brand new, and they're still caught in a crises of fate. Your final three, it could end in a moment's notice. Will it end in a moment's notice? It does not end in a moment's notice, but Tenmyoji has the momentum as he bludgeons Kaede to death with, is that Justice Hammer 1? We haven't seen that thing in ages. And Yui questions her sanity, because she's gonna need to go crazy to beat the man who has 8 KOs in this massive game right here, right now. But I will ask you, between these two teams, just who will it be? Tenmyoji? Yui. Tenmyoji, that is the man who is here for retirement home for Hisano, for Tengen. They have been working so hard all their lives, their back hurts, they want to shake their fist at the kids on the lawns and then have the grandkids come over and say, oh man, I remember when you were this small. That's a retirement home right there. And then we have Yui, finally recognized for her incredible legwork. Will carry legwork to victory? It's a possibility. But no matter what, these three teams have earned Blue Team a total of 9 points, making it 9-0 to start this bad boy off. So who will it be? Tenmyoji? Yui? Legwork? Retirement home? One way to find out, and that is to proceed. I will not belabor it any longer. This is a long one. It is! Yui asked Tenmyoji if he likes boats, leading Tenmyoji to go on a tirade of how much he loves boats, saying, back in my day, boats were the greatest thing known to man. We didn't have your fancy yachts and your fancy rowboats. We had a plank of wood that we used for boats. We used to get on that plank of wood and use our hands to scoop the water left and right. That's how we crossed vast rivers and waterfalls and oceans. It was dreadful, terrifying. Kids these days with their rowboats and their sailboats and their motorboats. Oh, goodness gracious. Treated, yeah, and then Yui just dies of boredom. We'll proceed. We lost. A terrible turnabout for Kaede. Yui. But it is not a Kaie day today. It is a back in my day. Because today, your winner, toppling every single team, proving that age is not a factor in these matches, Tenmyoji. Honestly, not a bad guy. Love him to bits in the actual game. He came, he saw, and boy did he conquer today for Hisano, for Tengen, for Retirement Home, for the blue team. Tenmyoji takes the win. 9 points, blue team. My team dominates to start this season. You love to see it. In fact, look at that top 10. So much blue team. What, there were what, 1, 2, 3, was it just 3 members? 4 members. 4 members? 3 members. Yeah, just 3 members of red team in the top 10. Red team, y'all are struggling to start this thing off. Struggling. You love to see it. Tenmyoji and the blue team come out on top. Congratulations to them. Kaede at 3rd. Yui had 2nd. Mahiru in 4th. Nagisa 5th. Takamichi 6th. Mishima 7th. Azuru 8th. Minimoto in 9th. And rounding off your top 10 is Iris. Blue team. Blue team. Love them to bits. Love that blue team. And then we'll scroll down. We'll do a slow scroll for every single other competitor because, ladies and gentlemen, we had a show of shows. I know that you all are loving some of these new teams. And you know what? I love these new teams too. I'll be completely honest. I don't really know who my favorite new team is, but you know, I got to root for my man Gatekeeper. He's got to get himself a win. Maybe not this season. It's hard to get a win in your first season. But I'll tell you what. He's gonna come through. We have so many competitors this season. We have 160. No, we have 170 even. We have 170 competitors even. That's pretty cool, don't you think? 170 competitors, just short of, I think, the limit. 30 more, and I think we would hit the limit in Brand Steel. I don't think there's an actual limit in Orteal. Just after so long, the simulator will be like, oh, that's a lot of people. I'm just gonna go a lot slower. Ladies and gentlemen, Gatekeeper got last. We don't like to talk about that. Felicia got next to last. That I believe. She was real clumsy. But Gatekeeper, you are on that, not on the team that I'm like representing. I do love blue team, so I'm here for blue team. Blue team for life. And hopefully y'all love blue team too, because blue team starting off with 9 points. In fact, for the first time this season, bring up the bracket. We see the ones, Claude, Kokichi, Grand Scheme, but Retirement Home, they're here to show the world. Ladies and gentlemen, and now you see there as well. Blue team, 9 points to start off. However, those points will change, because they carry over to singles action. Tomorrow we'll see singles start off with 9 blue team points, but who knows what'll happen? Red team might sweep tomorrow. Is that a possibility? Oh, absolutely. Singles action tomorrow, and hey, it could be for the title, who knows? Stay classy. Year of the Zenith. Well, actually, not yet. I don't end on this screen. What are we talking about? We gotta see. It started off with Gatekeeper perishing. We don't like to talk about that. Sato was like, not today, Gatekeeper. It ended with Yui going literally numb. She was like, what's going? And then she died of boredom. Tenmyoji likes those boats though. It kind of felt perfect. I'll be completely honest. He had 9 KOs. Do not miss me with that. That man went crazy today. Gundam had 6, Tsumugi had 5, Kazuichi, Mahiru, Neku, Takamichi had 4, everyone else had 3 or less. And there were a whole lot of KOs because we had a whole lot of people, 170. One of the greatest games of all time. One of the largest games of all time, but we will go back to the reaping. Retirement Home. A couple people actually really like Retirement Home, so you know what? Good on them. They claimed a victory today, and they are going on to fight for the Tag Team Championships at the end of this season. Will they win them? It's a possibility. Tengen, you've done it before, you can do it again. Until next time, until tomorrow for a much shorter episode, Toodaloo, Flight Crew. Thanks for watching.